Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers animated podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
And today we are kung fu fighting with 5 Servos of Doom.
It's time for ninjas.
That's right.
It's ninja time.
It is going to get
Which is how you know this is not an episode of G.I. Joe where it's always ninja time.
That's right. This episode is very Larry Hama.
Oh man, it is too. It really, really is.
I mean, although Jeff Bennett is getting a paycheck, so Prowl is talking throughout.
Yes. Yes, he is.
So this first aired April 4th, 2009, written by Andrew Robinson, who is still not the guy who played Elim Garak on Deep Space Nine.
You're like, what was that again?
Nor was he the bad guy from Dirty Harry. He is the lockdown guy, so spoilers as to who's the secret bad guy this episode, but he previously wrote the 2 prior lockdown episodes.
Ooh.
So, I mean...
It's a mystery.
Yeah, it's kind of a mystery. And once you see Andrew Robinson in the credits, you know that he was 2 for 2 on lockdown showing up, so...
It's like the headmaster, how there's just one person.
Yes, there's one guy who writes the headmaster. Only one guy is sufficiently elite to write his hacksaw dialogue.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's kind of. I wonder if other shows have done that before, where like a recurring villain is only written by one guy. I would assume that not everybody wrote Sam Hain was the same person.
I don't believe so. I think that might have been true, just because Michael Straczynski wrote like 80% of that show, so he might have written all of them.
But only by default.
Like 50%.
Yes. I'm trying to think now. Nothing else like that springs to mind with Transformers. I vaguely recall that maybe somebody on Batman the Animated Series did all the Riddler episodes, because those ones were really hard.
Oh! Wait, well, I did think of one, but it's not bad guys. I don't remember if all the Dinobot episodes were written by Don Glut.
Oh, yes, because that dude loves dinosaurs.
Loves dinosaurs to a disturbing degree.
Like, he's written, like, actual scientific dinosaur books. He's made, like, B movies with dinosaurs. He has an extensive collection of dinosaur memorabilia, pictures of which are on the internet, largely being held by women in states of undress.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Don Glut, kind of a weird dude. I'm sure they were paid well.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they weren't doing things with them, I mean, that's a whole different genre.
I mean, I salute their bravery in answering that Craigslist ad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to assume that's how they were recruited.
Probably.
Some light modeling work must be relatively fluent in Latin names of prehistoric animals.
Anyway, ninjas.
I like it.
Anyway, ninjas.
That's right. So we open. It is Detroit. It's the dead of night. And the Autobots are tracking a Decepticon energy signature. And as it is not only our usual crew, in this case it's just Prowl and Optimus Prime, but they are joined by Sentinel Prime and Jazz.
Hey,
Yay.
They're hanging around.
Yeah, they just hung. I had forgotten that they didn't leave after last episode. They hang out for a couple episodes.
Yeah,
I have to say, and this, I mostly made a note of this at the end of the episode, but I really like how this episode stands alone, but also very much fits into the meta plot.
Yeah.
Yes. It does some character stuff that I'm not crazy about, but we will get to that in a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Prowl does a super sweet ninja move, crashes through a window, Batman style, but finds that they have given him the old rat trap slip, and it's just like a box with a beeping light on it.
Oh no!
Him.
Just push this button, not this button. This button will kill us.
Push the button, Frank. So they cannot find, not only can they not find this Decepticon, they've also lost Sentinel Prime. So they're looking for him, and Sentinel Prime, or Optimus Prime, spots an unusual shadow. It's Batman!
Well, it does have sort of pointy ears on the top of its head, so...
It would be pretty great if it was Batman. But it's not.
And this is, 2009, so I guess we are talking Christian Bale at this point.
Yeah, that would be okay.
Wow, it was that long ago, jeez.
I mean, he had a fairly long, I guess he actually appeared in more movies as Batman than any prior Batman.
Yep.
Ooh.
Not counting, like, Kevin Conroy.
Cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, Kevin Conroy's been in more, but...
Kevin Conroy
only did 2.
Had he been in more at that point? It was only Mask of the Phantasm and the one, was it Ice? Mr. Freeze one?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to get a theatrical release, but did not get one.
Yeah. Well, it was close enough.
Allegedly because it was considerably better than that year's actual Batman movie, Batman and Robin.
and would have made people feel bad.
And I mean, it's honest, like, it's that, like, Sub-Zero is decent. It's no Mask of the Phantasm,
No,
but
it's okay.
It's better than Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
What isn't? I mean, I'm sure there are people who have strong feelings about how Batman and Robin is like some amazing, like, you know, by its own virtues of being completely ridiculous. It's like great or something, but...
It's fun. It's not as bad as you remember, but it's not
I
good.
do think I'd rather watch it than Batman v Superman.
Well, yes.
I've still managed to avoid that.
I haven't seen it yet myself, but it just looks so dreary, whereas at least Batman and Robin, bright and colorful. I think that movie could have used Lex Luthor spouting out some bad puns.
Yeah.
Maybe adopting a thick Austrian accent. Anyway, Optimus Prime follows the shadow of the bat, but instead finds Sunstorm, the suck-up Starscream.
Yay!
And of course, he's very happy to see the great Optimus Prime. And also, Sentinel Prime is behind him, having Stasis cuffed him. So, good for Sentinel Prime.
Yes, this is very, very good use of suck up Starscream to, you know, then have very nice things to say about a guy who likes to hear nice things about himself.
Yes. Sentinel Prime, however, cuts him off mid-sucking up because there's something he doesn't want them to know.
Dun dun dun.
So he takes Sunstorm back to the ship, and he's already got himself a little Decepticon collection. He's got Blitzwing in there, and Swindle, last seen in Society of Ultimate Villainy, locked into vehicle mode.
So
Yay, he wasn't disassembled.
Yes, he wasn't horribly disassembled.
Yes, and even Sentinel Prime can't take too much credit for that. He just had to pay a fine, which raises the question, where did Sentinel Prime get money?
Good point.
I'm sure Jazz knows where to get money.
Yeah.
Like, what, are they making money? Is Fanzone, like, floating them alone?
I mean, probably.
Are they robbing a bank?
Maybe.
Like,
I blame the Jet Boys.
I'm trying to remember who robbed, I think.
For thinking that robbing a bank was a perfectly good idea.
Well, I mean, we have seen a Decepticon rob a bank before. One of them robs it in...
yes, in The Last Night.
The Last Night. I think that's Dreadbot.
And then he just, like, blows up all the money because he didn't even want money.
When they're doing that big Suicide Squad intro scene that I still kind of love.
Yeah.
He's stupid. I love it.
Which, I mean, I recently revisited because I just found Nitro Zeus in stores, and he is a delight.
Ooh, nice.
This is a good toy.
Remember Remember, he's the one who is very, very he's very chummy with all his captors, except for Enrique, who says to say hi to your wife, and he knows where you live.
Oh man, when and if I find Cogman, I'm gonna have me some Cogman.
So anyway, Jetstorm and Jetfire are also back there. They are goofing around, taking selfies with the Decepticons for the Fembots back home.
Oh, I guess I missed that line.
Yes.
They're taking selfies. They're so cute.
And they also want to know about how Sentinel captured the Badness-Bot.
Yes, the Badness-Bot. They're so cute. They're taking selfies and doing like a little peace sign. Like, they're so good.
And then Optimus is all, yes, Sentinel, please tell us, how did you capture this Badness-Bot?
Yes.
So Optimus is a little concerned, and he's also worried about the shadow of the bat. So they go back, and they start going through a bunch of helmets to try and figure out what it is he saw.
No, it's not Ultra Magnus's helmet. No, it's not Blitzwing's helmet. Well, the first one is Ultra Magnus.
But he did see Blitzwing's helmet because he saw Blitzwing. But
well, this is true.
In that context.
I mean, it's like if they're showing you a bunch of suspects and they show you a picture of a cat. I mean, even if you saw a cat that day, you know that a cat did not steal your purse.
Well, then why would they bother showing you the picture of the cat?
That cat is a known accomplice.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, Catwoman! No. We are in Gotham City. Gotham City, Detroit.
C for Catwoman.
Wow.
I mean, Gotham City, or Detroit is kind of Gotham City.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, does that mean, isn't Toronto across the lake?
No, that's Windsor.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yes.
That's across the river.
The one across
What? Okay, so that would be,
Bloodhaven?
No, what the?
Yes.
Fuck.
Metropolis?
Metropolis, yes. I was completely blanking on Superman City.
Well, Metropolis was based on Jerry Schuster's boyhood experiences in Toronto.
Oh.
Really?
Huh.
Aw, so this very nice, friendly city is based on Toronto.
Yes.
Aw.
Well, that makes a lot more sense, although it seems weird that they keep trying to stick it right next to Kansas. Or in Kansas.
Well, I mean, they're not putting Metropolis in Canada.
No.
No, but that'd put an entirely different spin on Superman.
Oh man, everybody actually knows that he's really Clark Kent, but they're too polite to say anything about it?
Yes.
Yeah, cause he's working in Canada, he's a good American boy. Working in Canada.
Oh geez, Clark, you better call that Superman. It's a shame you never see him when he's here, because we're also very passive aggressive.
Oh wow. Superman where everybody around him has a Canadian accent would be a lot more fun. Ooh, Luthor with a Canadian accent. Ooh, French Canadian.
Ooh. I mean, that would basically make him Conrad Black.
Okay.
That's fair.
Regional reference?
He's a disgraced Canadian media magnate who already has the name of a supervillain.
Oh, okay.
Conrad Black.
Absolutely already has the name of a supervillain.
Anyway, so they do find the helmet, and hey, it just so happens to be a helmet that you can find in a toy store near you.
That's a very familiar helmet.
It's a samurai helmet.
Yes, seems
and so it's time for some flashback-o-vision.
Dun dun. It's one of these episodes.
But flashback-o-vision is always sad.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty darn sad. So apparently Prowl was like some kind of juvenile delinquent draft dodger.
Well, he was, basically a hippie.
Yes. Like a conscientious objector.
He's robots in disguise sideswipe.
Also,
that's exactly what he was.
Before we move
along, a little bit more hippie, I guess.
I would like to ask, so one of the things about these Badness-Bots that Sentinel has captured is he has mouth clamps on them.
Yes.
Which is certainly understandable for any iteration of Starscream.
Yes.
Prime is concerned, Optimus is concerned about this because, that seems unreasonably cruel, but probably also Optimus suspects something is up that he cannot, is not letting the Decepticons tell him about. Does Blitzwing need 3 of them?
I'm gonna say yes.
Well, we see at least two. He spins his head between the one Austrian and the German, not the crazy face. And they both have the mouth plate.
Presumably the crazy face would need like an extra big one because he's got the big jack-o'-lantern mouth.
Yeah.
Maybe. So yes, these are the questions that I have that are very important. My very important questions.
And question, would this work on a guy with a faceplate?
Yeah, that's also an important question.
That's a good question. How do faceplates even work?
Also a good question. I mean, if you take the Star TV dubs, they just work by, it's like having a hand over your face all the time.
It's Bane voice.
Yeah. I love those so much.
Speaking of guys with faceplates.
Yes. It's Warpath.
Yay.
Voiced by David Kaye. He's a huge tank guy.
He's elite guard.
And he's also like your a-hole, right-wing 70s dad.
So, I was a little disappointed that he was just talking like a normal person and not like Warpath, who, as you might recall, has like some sort of mild Tourette syndrome. But then at the end, when Yoketron convinces him to leave Prowl with him, he turns around and he mutters, "Bam, pow, lousy draft dodging peacenik."
Yes.
I'm very
he's
glad
got it under control.
that we got a bam pow in there.
I really do love
muttered.
Warpath on the Generation 1 cartoon. He's so goofy.
He's so
goofy.
ridiculous. It's great.
And he is dropping him off in, like the Cyber Ninja Fortress, or the Cyber Ninja Dojo.
It kind of looks like a Ninja Dojo, but with the big windows, it just made me think of the...
He's got like Doctor Strange windows.
Yes, the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Well, the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah.
The Sanctum Santorum is where Rick Santorum lives.
Yo. No one wants to
Yeah.
go there.
Big Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
windows.
no. And, that helmet just so happens to be perched upon the head of Yoketron, the Cybertron's chief ninja master. He is named for Takara's lead designer, Hideaki Yoke.
Who was the designer? He was the toy engineer who came up with the very first transforming vehicle robot toy.
Yeah, like he worked for Takara like back in the 70s. He designed like Diaclone and Microman.
And the first one was Sunstreaker. Or at least the toy that was to become Sunstreaker.
Mm-hmm. And he apparently also he designed, like he was designing stuff up to animated. He apparently he only retired like this past year.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, he was there like forever.
Yes. And I think he actually made it to a bunch of American BotCons. Oh, and he was at HasCon.
He was at
year.
least one of the BotCons, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing pictures of, Monzo and some people with him.
Yes. He's a very cheery man.
Yes. He's great.
Although I will say Yoketron, not a great name for this guy.
No.
He is
can't really think of
he's voiced by,
sorry.
Oh, I missed that. What did you say?
I can't really think of a better, like, modifier of Yoke name thingy. Yoke bot? No. Tron is the end of an Autobot name is always weird.
Does Yoke specifically mean anything on its own?
Probably. I don't know. Wait.
I don't know.
Let me look at my Japanese to English dictionary and see if there's anything automatic.
Though that just reminds me of one of my favorite Aaron Archer stories about how his name tag for when he visited Takara just literally had like the Japanese word for archer on it.
Yeah, it's convenient.
Like, as in a person who shoots arrows.
Not seeing any, yokai, really, in the dictionary, so, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I guess a yokai is like a ghost or a demon or something?
That's yokai.
Oh, yokai.
I mean, presumably it's just one of those syllables that shows up as part of a name.
Yeah.
With some regularity.
Anyway, he's voiced by George Takei, and we sure picked the wrong week to cover an episode featuring George Takei.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're not gonna go too far into that. Unlike, say, Lance Henriksen or Peter Stormare, we think it's safe that to assume that you know who George Takei is. And therefore we don't need to, go off on a little tangent explaining who he is like we did with Lance Henriksen or Peter Stormare. So yes, this is George Takei.
Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Oh my.
Can't stop the impressions though.
That's unavoidable. It's a fun voice.
It's gonna happen.
It just happens. Lock onto that signal and fire.
He was the, Grand Marshal of the Columbus Gay Pride one year.
Oh, neat.
Oh.
One of the years I actually went to the parade before I realized that I don't actually like parties, even parties full of gay people.
So anyway, this left-wing peacenik has been dropped off at this ninja dojo because I guess that's where you just drop your robot foundlings.
That's where you drop your annoying hippies. I think hippie is really a good, comparison here because, he's all, peace and...
I mean, he's kind of like an angry hippie.
He is kind of like an angry hippie. I'll give you that.
Yeah, this is kind of like...
hippies were angry back when they got drafted for wars.
Yeah. This is kind of like an 80s movie plot. Dropping off the...
Like the plot of The Karate Kid?
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think Pat Morita had died by this time, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he had been in this. Although I don't think he was in the actual Karate Kid cartoon.
Aww.
Too many cartoons of weird things back in the day.
So, anyway, Prowl is sort of given a second chance by Yokeitron, and he will train to be a ninja in exchange for these charges being dropped, which, okay, Cybertron legal system, that's fine.
Well, apparently, and this is a thing that I thought was interesting, is he refers to it as, the Cyber Ninja Corps, which would suggest that it's an actual part of the military, versus, I would have expected it to be, a clan, which would be, what ninjas usually are, at least according to Larry Hama.
Well, but traditionally ninjas do work for the government, and that's kind of what Yokeitron is doing. Sort of. He's not the government, he just works for the government doing a very special job.
Yes, apparently rehabilitating young roustabouts. And never-do-wells.
Yes. So, Prowl takes off to the elite guard ship, goes to talk to Jazz, because Jazz was a fellow cyber ninja, which, this raises a couple of questions. This means that both Jazz and Prowl are older than everybody else on the show, except for
Ratchet, yeah.
Ratchet and...
I forget if it's Ratchet, or Prowl or Jazz says something about Yokeitron's been gone for over 1 million stellar cycles. So 1 million years.
Right.
Ratchet's 1 million years, or Prowl's 1 million years old seems weird.
And Jazz is possibly older, because I think he was there first.
Was he one of the statue heads?
Before Prowl was.
I don't remember.
I think he is one of those statue heads. Yeah, we'll get to the statue heads a little bit.
I guess he would have to
be.
The busts, rather.
There before, yeah.
I've chilled out in my old age. That's fair.
I guess because we know that, they're still around when the Great War is going on, which, none of the rest of the cast, except for Ratchet, who is explicitly an old man, was around for. So that's a little weird.
Yeah.
At first glance, I did think it was sort of odd that, okay, let's be honest, Jazz is the traditionally black character. I mean, that's just his thing. So I thought it was very odd that he was also the ninja. But it sort of, I was thinking to an article that I read, I think it was on Kotaku this week, about how specifically in that case it was about how Dragon Ball Z is a big deal with young black men because...
That was a great article.
They're, it was a really good article. And that also reminded me of when I was in Columbus. There was, one night I was flipping through channels and came upon an Omni dub of an old Kung Fu movie. And I was like, I am totally watching that. But that was a very, it happened to be on a very, like, black geared, like, local broadcast network. And so, presumably, I would assume that kung fu movies are actually popular with young black men, or have been, and therefore it's entirely appropriate that Jazz be a ninja. The end.
I mean, I think that was part of the rationale for pairing up Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I could see that. I mean,
and I'm also thinking...
Blaxploitation and kung fu go together so well.
Well, I mean, there's Jim Kelly, who was in Enter the Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then in a couple of his own kung fu blaxploitation movies.
Yeah.
It also reminds me a little bit of, like, something that I heard ages and ages ago about, like, it was from some old Marvel creator, like, talking at a convention that basically, like, in the 80s, and this is probably one of those things, like, when I was in Columbus, we had a broadcast station that was like, you know, the BET of local broadcast stations. And I liked them a lot because they would show, like, really good action movies as long as they had, like, Lawrence Fishburne or Wesley Snipes or somebody in them. So they were always showing stuff that was really good, but they would have, like, crazy anime stuff, like, in the 80s. They would have, like, a channel just showing Japanese stuff, not even translated, because there would, I guess, be enough of an immigrant population. But you'd just be, like, up late one night flipping through channels, and there's, like, Transor Z or something, and how that, you know, kind of influenced... I think that might be where it came up about the Nagai from Star Wars.
Probably.
Because that was where because they are named after Go Nagai, the well-known manga/anime creator. And that was how they knew about him back then.
The dirty uncle of anime.
Was from, you know, obscure broadcast.
Marvel Star Wars comics.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Just from, like, weird stations that would just air them. So anyway, the moral of the story is, in urban areas, they get TV that the rest of us cannot even hope for. Except, I guess, now there's cable, and that's the thing.
Yes.
What I'm saying is urban TV markets, broadcast TV markets, are, like, way better than you would expect.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Yokitron apparently disappeared years ago. Sentinel just barges in and just has a hearty laugh at the idea that their beloved old master is still alive. I think he calls him a rust bucket or something.
Aww, he's a jerk.
I mean, he is especially jerky in this episode, and it's a little jerkier than I like my Sentinel.
Yeah, he's a little excessively jerky.
So he goes out, and Prowl and Jazz surreptitiously follow him, but they lose him. They get back, and he has somehow, inexplicably, brought in Lugnut, who, if you'll recall, a couple episodes ago, it took most of our Autobot cast half of an episode to not pull him out of a hole.
Yeah.
Yes. So him bringing in Lugnut is like, okay, you have help.
This is how you say a get.
Yes, this almost pays off that wasting half an episode of that. Because, yeah, there's no way Sentinel could have done that himself.
No.
Yeah. And he's all, hey. And so, yeah, Prowl finally sees these guys and says, hey, I noted that, Sunstorm doesn't have his guns and, Blitzwing doesn't have his guns and Lugnut doesn't have the punch of kill everything. And hey, I know a guy who always takes weapons from people and who, might be willing to be hired out to capture guys. And then Sentinel's all, yeah, no, he has a punch of kill everything. I obviously took that off him and put it in this closet.
And he accuses Optimus of being jealous, which puts Optimus off and sputters him a bit.
I mean, it kind of is true.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's not like Optimus is wrong, but he is also jealous.
Yeah.
He's not wrong, but also he is totally jealous. Come on.
Yes. So we go back into flashback-o vision.
And to be
Prowl.
Fair, him working with Lockdown would probably be, like, against, like, 5 different regulations.
Yeah.
So come on, that's fair.
So yeah, we go back to Flashback Vision. Prowl is now a pretty good ninja. And, we go into a chamber where there are a bunch of holographic busts of, the greatest students. And it is hard to identify a lot of them, but they are all identified in the ultimate guy, and the, and what are those called again?
The Almanac? The Allspark.
Well, the
Almanacs.
Wiki has it too. It's like there's...
And yeah, the Wiki has them.
Springer,
okay,
Sky Gary.
Springer.
Springer seems okay. Sky Gary? Wait, is Sky Gary the big cube dude?
No, that is Grandis.
Okay.
Sky Gary is a guy who turns into a shuttle because he carries people.
Carries people.
Okay.
Look, they're trying.
Sky Gary.
They're trying to have English words. They're doing their best.
And these guys are from all over. We got DevCon, who is from like 2 episodes of the original. No, one episode
of the original. Though his sidekick does show up in a later episode.
Yes.
He seems like the weirdest choice.
He's like a bounty hunter with a cool gun on his head.
I guess he does have an interesting design. And
I think he's like a wrestler, sort of.
He's a bounty hunter who only hunts his people's sworn enemies for free. He's the worst bounty hunter!
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not being a bounty hunter! It's not what that means.
We've got Dai Atlas, who is also a Japanese-based guy. We got Heavy Load from the first Robots in Disguise. He was one of the build team.
Yes.
Oh, weird.
We got Star Upper, who was a Japanese Beast Wars character who turned into Kangaroo, and he was a boxer.
And he was from a Game Boy game.
Yes. We got Road Handler, who was a Micromaster pro wrestler.
Yes!
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I've got Ultra Magnus, who we know. I guess he knows
Ultra Magnus
hammer-based martial arts.
Yes.
Seems bizarre.
Oh man. I want to come up with a giant hammer-based martial art.
We got Star Saber, who is a Japanese character as well, and in the American comics, sometimes an evil fascist.
We have Star Saber, who is my favorite. I like Star Saber.
Got Tap Out, who is based on a BotCon exclusive and was originally like an actual wrestler, not a pro wrestler, like a pit fighter or something.
He was like a boxer.
Yeah. We got Kickoff, who he gets murdered in Last Stand of the Wreckers.
Oh yeah, he's an action master, wasn't he?
He was an action master. We got Grandis, who is the giant cube guy. I guess he'd be like a sumo wrestler.
Oh, maybe. I mean, to be fair, that's totally a thing.
We got Motor Arm, who was a Japanese recolor of one of the Tripredacus guys, the Beetle guy.
Oh.
You got Power Hug, from Beast Wars 2, who was a pill bug who hugs people to death.
An adorable little fellow. Who, again, has a really weird head.
And Road Rocket from Generation 2.
Man, I love Road Rocket. He's got a really good toy.
He was apparently a ninja.
You know who he was going to be recolored into?
Jazz? It was, yes.
Who was going to be a ninja in that iteration.
Yes.
And had something on his, like, the bio that was at, like, a BotCon or something. That, like a ninja in the night, I strike swiftly and unseen.
Oh, no, that was Soundwave.
Oh.
It was going to be released as Jazz's was the equally hilarious, I like slamming on Decepticons as much as I like slamming on my guitar.
Oh my god, yes!
Or something along those lines.
Yes! Oh my god. I mostly remember there being it becoming very meme-friendly talk about ninjas in the night striking swiftly and unseen, or just doing things swiftly and unseen like a ninja in the night, or just doing things like a ninja in the night that were not necessarily swiftly or unseen. What I'm saying is Alt Toys Transformers memes.
I mean, listen, the 90s and the 90s internet and ninjas were built for each other.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I will also note that the primary function of a ninja is to flip out and kill people.
Yes.
We're all old.
Yeah. Stupid.
Anyway, so there are a whole
coworkers
bunch of
and
busts
who,
here, and one of them
you
is
know.
empty by one of our students who betrayed the dojo.
Oh no, who could it be?
Yes, what possible villain has already been alluded to and also might be a ninja? ?
Dun dun dun.
But hey, there's even more to show him. So Yokotron uses processor over matter, which, as we've seen before, is basically just the Force.
Yes.
Opens up a secret chamber, revealing a whole bunch of protoforms. And those are apparently going to be like the secret weapon in the final days of the war if this whole Omega Supreme thing doesn't work.
These are gonna be their cold constructed bots.
Yes.
That they make through some unholy process of spark creation. Well, they don't go into that. But basically, I mean, talking about things getting pretty dark this season, that's fairly dark.
I'm not sure if these have sparks or not, as we're going to see later.
Well, that's fair.
And this is also where Prowl is presented with his ninja weapon, which he has finally earned, and it is the ninja stars that don't do anything.
We don't do anything.
That's the best
And
kind
ninja
of weapon.
stars.
The kind
don't
that
do
does
anything.
nothing. It's not the best kind of weapon at all.
Anyway, Prowl does not have enough force to close the chamber with the process over matter. So
He brings the disco ball down and mostly closes the door. It just stops a little bit. It's like, you have that much force, but you're not confident enough in yourself to close it the last 6 inches? What? The disco ball should have come down and the door segments should have just shivered a little.
I mean, there's no sense in almost closing a door.
Well, yes, but like that's so close. It's like how, like, okay, I could give you one more training session and you could close the door. It's like
Well,
you're missing half a
he's
step.
already taught him all that he can teach him, because now he has to go on an optics quest to find his still point and to tame the beast within. Wait, no, sorry, wrong show.
That feels like one of the instances of this show adding mechanical things to common Earth sayings that seems stupid.
I kind of love Optics Quest.
I could see Optics Quest as like the title of the old G1 Marvel comic issue, but
It's actually, that should be an alternate title for, God, now I can't remember the name of the episode, but there's the episode where they're like...
Dark Voyage.
No.
Where they're all blind.
I was going
No.
to say, I think it's one of the 12 subplots of The Ultimate Weapon.
Oh.
Which is a season
the one
3
where they have to
G1 episode.
Eyes
there's like
Triptychon?
everything going on in that episode.
Yes, where they're like
And,
trying
like,
to get
the least
eyes
important
for Unicron.
Oh, right, yes.
Oh, Unicron. Oh,
Or, wait, is it Unicron? No, that's, wait. Is it Trypticon?
No, they're trying to steal the eyes from Trypticon.
Yeah, I got it wrong. It's like, they get one eye from Trypticon.
Okay. Or is that one of the Starscream's Ghost episodes, though?
Yes.
No, I think that was one of the Starscream's Ghost episodes. Okay. The moral of the story is the Ultimate Weapon has way too many subplots.
Yes, that might be, it has like 5 different plots, and the least important plot of that episode is the one about the Ultimate Weapon.
Which is actually just Galvatron being a lunatic some more, because that's what he does.
Yeah. It's just like a box with lights on it.
His plan about turning himself into a fat planet was a better plan.
And Rodimus
don't worry, Rodimus figures that out, because the real Ultimate Weapon is my mind.
G1. Man, I love G1. It's so stupid.
That is a
sometimes.
weird episode. One of these days we might have to do that for a bonus episode. It's so crazy.
I love that episode though. Mostly I just like that one of the subplots is about first aid being sad.
Yes. And just hanging out with like a random robot who runs a junkyard.
Yes!
What?
Who is never explained.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I mean, he's just never explained.
Anyways, we cut back to the present. Sentinel is talking to somebody over the radio, and Prowl is hiding, disguised as a piece of furniture with his holograms.
Which, that's not really ninjas, that's just Mirage. That's Mirage's shtick. You're stealing Mirage's shtick.
So he follows him to Tigatron Stadium.
Yay! I forget, had we seen Tigatron Stadium before?
I do not believe we had, no.
Don't think so, no. Because I think I would have noted it before that, like, we have Tigatron Stadium, home of the fighting God told me so's. Or whatever.
Of course, the actual Tigers do not actually play in Tiger Stadium anymore. They knocked it down. They now play in Comerica Park.
That's dumb.
Comerica?
That's a stupid name and I don't like it.
Well, it's possible that they have been acquired by, like, the Tigatron Corporation that makes robot tigers.
Or maybe they just named it in honor, they, like, renamed the team in honor of the local robotics industry.
This is possible.
I mean, that seems perfectly reasonable.
I kind of just like the idea of a company that makes robotic tigers and nothing but robotic tigers.
That's also pretty good.
So they get there, and surprise, surprise, Sentinel is indeed meeting up with Lockdown, who's wearing a new hat.
A suspiciously familiar hat.
Yes. So now, yeah, which raises the question, why did Lockdown just start wearing this hat?
I don't know. Because he woke up one day and was like,
choice.
I want to wear that hat for a bit.
I've had that hat sitting on my shelf for 1,000,000 years. I never wear it.
For 1,000,000 years.
I really should get some use out of it.
It's like when I was moving and I would find stuff I had forgotten I had even bought, and I'd be like, oh hey, it's that. I'm gonna wear that.
Yeah, this would look real kicky if I paired it with a chainsaw for a hand.
Yeah. And so
this raises the question, I guess we now know, because Sentinel has been paying Lockdown off with, like, parts from the ship.
Well, no, first it was
a gyro stabilizer.
Parts from the bots, because, like, the Starscream clone and Blitzwing are missing their weapons. Mm-hmm. It's just that he didn't get the ones from Lugnut, which he lucked out because he could tell a story because he's giving the gyro stabilizer thingy from their ship to Lockdown.
Yes. Indeed, the latest prisoner exchange is Ramjet, the liar Starscream.
Also very useful in this situation.
Yes. Because he says, hey, don't worry, I'm going to surrender peacefully. And then that means, oh no, he's not going to surrender peacefully.
Oh no, I really do like the story use of the lying Starscreams. Of him, and then, the, ass-kissing Starscream talking about how great Sentinel was for capturing him, when we know that he did not actually capture him.
Because indeed, Ramjet has apparently offered, Lockdown more than Sentinel was going to, so now they're all screwed.
Yeah, that is why you don't hire mercenaries. Wah, wah,
yep.
Wah.
And we find out that Lockdown was indeed that missing Yoketron student, which raises the question, is he an ex-Autobot?
Huh.
I thought that was implied all along.
I mean, it was we never found out really, just that he's a guy who turns into a car, and he has that rub sign instead of an actual symbol.
Because you don't know where his actual loyalties lie. Because he's a mercenary.
Money.
And it's also here that Lockdown name drops a couple of Generation 1 martial arts, namely Metallicato and Sirkitsu.
Yes. The first of which was practiced by Bludgeon, and the second one was...
Yes.
Who was it who did?
Bugley.
Right. Well-known ninja Bugley.
He was a ninja.
That's
Sadly,
fair.
no mention is made of, Crystal Locution, the martial art practiced by Bonsaitron.
Yes.
it was the 80s. We knew like 3 words of Japanese.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. He's like a ninja.
We've learned a few more.
Like Bonsai-Tron.
Yeah, well, they've learned a few more by the point this episode was written. Sensei is mentioned.
Yes. I mean, well, by the point this episode, I mean, like, okay, I don't know that, was Naruto a thing by then?
The manga, I think, was. Wait, let me do the Google.
Yeah, the manga would have been at least being published by then, because I picked up the first one, like, at my used bookstore I used to work at. I was like, hey, this has, like, some Fox-themed stuff, and then I was like, this is ridiculous. No one pilots a robot, and that's the only anime I care about.
Oh, geez. Naruto was...
No one has an evil father.
Naruto started in 1999? Holy crap. I didn't realize it was that old. Jeez.
I just never understood why all these ninjas wear orange. Is that like the ninja color?
It's just the one, and he's an idiot.
Well, but there's also, like all those guys from Dragon Ball Z.
Well, they're
not ninjas, they're kung fu guys. They're
okay,
well, the orange is probably from Shaolin monk colors.
Yeah, theirs is like monk Shaolin.
Formalized martial arts.
Krillin
thing. Started as an actual monk.
Which is why
that's why he has those dots on his forehead?
Yeah. And why later he's not bald.
I don't think the dots
because
are
he grows his hair out, because he can do that, because he's not, like, inherently bald.
And he grows a mustache.
And he married a robot or something.
Cyborg.
Yes. And he grew a little mustache. Krillin was always my favorite.
He is the strongest man on Earth. Human.
I actually found, like, back in the 2000, 2001 or so, I found, like, those ridiculous Dragon Ball Z t-shirts that everyone had at the time. I found one of Krillin, and I bought the hell out of that.
Aw, I don't remember ever seeing a Krillin shirt.
Krillin, he's the best. I love Krillin. But yes, the moral of the story is, by this point, I feel like your average kid was a lot more exposed to Japanese culture than they had been at any point in the 80s, possibly barring, as I was just saying, kids in urban areas who got, like, hella rad broadcast stations.
So we cut to our final flashback of the evening. Prowl has gone on his optics quest. It didn't work, and also this dojo has been wrecked to shit.
Oops. I hate that.
Like all the windows are busted, most of the protoforms are gone, and Yokai-Tron himself is dying. So Prowl has like terrible timing.
Good job. I mean, I guess at least he gets to say his, like, final things. It's not like he's already dead yet. He's just dying.
Well, he tries to save his life. There's one of these protoforms left.
It's really weird.
It apparently does. I don't know if these are blanks or what. Like if these are just the bodies.
Well, it doesn't have a spark, so this one at least was a blank, which may be why it was left behind.
This is possible. So Prowl just yanks Yokai-Tron's spark out and just plunks it into a conveniently shaped slot in this protoform. It immediately turns back into Yokai-Tron, leaving his corpse beside him. And Yokai-Tron's all, hey, no. It was my time to become one with the well of all sparks, and you've sacrificed a piece of the future to hold on to the past. So now I'm just gonna die again to spite you.
I can understand being annoyed that you wasted a protoform on me, an old bot who should be dead, whose death is okay, but then that he shuts himself off just to spite Prowl. It's like, you shouldn't have done that. Like, thanks, Master?
Well, maybe he should have thought harder about that.
And then it's interesting, like, Jazz earlier says that Yokai-Tron just disappeared. So did Prowl, like, bury both of these bodies in the backyard?
Maybe. Maybe he did.
Oh man, if people found out I did this, they're gonna be mad.
Double homicide, no. Think, Prowl, think.
Good job. Good job, Prowl.
So this all finally realizes that, Prowl now realizes that Lockdown was Yokotron's former student, and also he has his hat, so therefore he probably killed him. And, yup. So he's like, hey, he beats up Lockdown and says, give me that helmet. And he does, but then the helmet is hilariously booby-trapped and just wraps him in a bunch of wires.
Yeah. Okay.
So Lockdown just takes the hog-tied Prowl to his ship.
As you do.
And,
so he can cut parts off of him, which, that's gone good for you on this planet before Lockdown.
And, amusingly, a replica of that same sidecar armor that Prowl previously used in Fistful of Energon is there. Thought, hey, yeah, you used it pretty well, so I thought I'd keep it around, even though it's obviously not sized for me, or in my colors. And also, I'm a car, so I don't know what I'd do with a sidecar.
Yeah, that seems weird.
I don't know if you can really say that Lockdown has colors. That's kinda his thing, is he's got a lot of different colors, because he just takes them.
Yeah, black and anything else.
Yes. So indeed, Prowl uses the processor over matter, gets himself out of these wires, and gets himself into this armor. And back at Tigatron Stadium, the Autobots are still fighting this one Decepticon, and proving Sentinel is a doofus. All, Prime, Jazz, the twins, and Sentinel Prime are having a lot of trouble with this Starscream clone.
Well, cause Liar Starscream is using Sentinel as a human shield for most of it.
Yes.
And no one else really cares about this because they are all perfectly happy beating up on Sentinel.
Yeah. Yes. They don't care how hard they kick Sentinel.
He does.
And eventually he does get a bunch of foam in the face. He crashes into the field, and Sentinel ends up face down in the outfield.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yes. To go back to a previous discussion, no, this is not an Evangelion reference.
Aw, but Evangelion.
Is there a baseball episode of Evangelion?
There's an episode where one of the giant robots, which really isn't a robot, ends up face down in a lake with its legs sticking up.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe, because baseball's big in Japan, I thought maybe that was the thing.
I don't remember there being a baseball episode.
I'm not talking like an episode where they play baseball or anything, but maybe where they have a fight in a baseball stadium.
Probably.
No.
There's a lot of lakes.
Oh.
And sinking buildings.
A lot of sinking buildings, yeah. Because, everything's been destroyed.
Anyway, so Prowl he's got this armor, and he's also got Yokotron's helmet, and it is time to kick the ass.
Yay! My babies. They are so cute, though!
Yeah.
They're such cuties. Okay, I'm done. For now.
So Prowl and Lockdown have a big fight. They end up going right out of this spaceship. Prime and Jazz are about to just drop the scoreboard onto Ramjet. And they end up dropping it on all three of them. But hey, Prowl's got that processor over matter going, or as Jazz calls it, P over M.
Which, at this point, just basically boils down to he's Magneto.
Just stop. Just don't. Just stop.
Well, just as Magneto uses magnet powers in a baseball stadium in Days of Future Past.
Stop letting white people write Jazz. just no more. Never again.
Well, at the very least, stop letting white people write stuff on Jazz.
Yeah.
Let's handle that one first.
Unfortunate things recently. That's I can't even start on how mad that makes me. That it's that character specifically.
Yes.
Anyway.
So yeah, he's just swirling this stuff around. He's magnetoing it up. Prime, gets the cuffs on Ramjet, but Lockdown pieces out, and he pieces out of this series.
That's
This is the last we see of Lockdown.
He's done.
And
bye.
Although he will return in non-Lance Henriksen form in Transformers Age of Extinction.
Yes. Oh boy,
Sadly,
movie.
They really should have got Lance Henriksen for that movie.
They should
could have
have.
afforded it
I mean,
the guy doing the voice is fine, but it's not Lance Henriksen.
It's not memorable.
He's British.
Just sort of a guy doing a voice.
He's got a gun for a face at one point. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Kind of cool.
And he's working for Frasier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It'd be
that.
nice if he was a little bit more like this lockdown. With a gun face.
And that seems like a thing that this lockdown would do. Like, hey, I stole this gun face from a guy with a gun face.
Now I'm gonna have a gun face.
He killed Gunhead.
No, he was my favorite.
Fireface.
Firehead is also a movie. Probably a bad one.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Anyway, so we go back to the Elite Guard ship. They talk to Cliffjumper on Cybertron, who tells them that as per last episode, Sentinel Prime is all messed up, and we know about that whole Shockwave thing. It's super bad.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great, guys.
Because I guess Cliffjumper is kind of in charge now. I don't know who's like second in command.
Yeah,
Like it was probably Longarm.
Well, Cliffjumper's second in command of the information systems. At least,
Right, so that might... I mean, I guess we're going to find out who's in charge pretty soon, and it's not great.
No, it's not. It's less than ideal.
He is happy to hear that all these Decepticons have been captured, and he wants to know who did it, and it's Prowl who gets all the credit.
Yes. Optimus says, oh yeah, it was Prowl.
Oh, well, that's good for you, Prowl.
Yes, that's basically what Cliffjumper. He's like, well, good for you, Prowl.
So Sentinel is very pleased, of course, that Optimus covered up his probably treasonous crimes.
Yeah, let's be honest. Probably treasonous crimes.
Court-martialable, anyway.
Yes. Like, this guy is a known murderer.
Yeah,
and you know he's a murderer because he's always taken parts of people.
He's wearing parts of people you know.
Yeah.
He's a real Buffalo Bill. Keep that guy away from Grandis. Was he a great big fat robot? Don't you touch my Ravage. I know, it's a dog, not a cat.
I don't.
Anyway,
sure I've ever seen that.
And so Optimus says, hey, once this is all over, you and I, we're gonna have words.
We're gonna have
angry words.
Talk. Yes, angry words. Not to be confused with Angry Birds.
Yes.
They're...
And also, Prowl has just decided he is gonna keep this armor. And this helmet.
Yep.
Which, sure, okay.
And he's gonna do everything he can to make Yoketron proud of him, wherever he is.
It's season 3, it's time for some character design upgrades, even if they don't stick.
Yep. Well, this one is gonna stick. I think he's this way for the rest of the, episode. Oh, and I'm checking the wiki now. There were, indeed, 3 faceplates on Blitzwing.
Okay, good. That's an important detail.
Yeah, so that is 5 Servos of Doom. I think it's a worthy enough conclusion to the Lockdown trilogy.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
And it advances the plot nicely. The whole Ninja Master we've never heard about is a titch contrived, but Prowl is such a cliche ninja that it kind of works that he also has this cliche ninja backstory.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just him being him. I do
Just
appreciate
ninja-ing it up.
that, like, the whole thing about how he was just really into upgrades, like, before he became a ninja, so that sort of became something that, like, is a part of his character that maybe he's tried to work against as, in his training. I don't know, words. I felt like there was actually some decent, if not development for Prowl as a character, at least development for Prowl as a character. I feel that he got to be fleshed out a good bit here in some good ways.
Yes. And he's kind of the character who we maybe have the least depth on. He's just kind of, and we now know about everybody's, we've had like a flashback episode for everybody now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which at least for all of our main characters, which I appreciate.
Yeah. I mean, Bumblebee and Bulkhead kind of shared theirs, but that's
they
fine.
had to share one, but I mean that
was appropriate.
they're kind of probably the closest of any of these guys, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took a selfie. They were taking selfies with the Decepticons.
For Fembots back home. Those two are adorable.
My
Okie
babies.
for Dokie.
They're the best babies.
Okay, anyway, that is it for Five Servos of Doom. We'll be back next week with another episode. Predacons Rising.
Ooh.
Predacons?
The episode with no Predacons in it.
But no Razor Claw? No Tantrum?
No Dive Bomb? But Dive Bomb.
Rampage and the other guy. The fuck was the other guy? The Rhino.
He's like the Predacon version of an adorable
Headstrong.
Jet Boy.
He'll take you on. Headstrong. He'll take on anyone.
No.
But until then, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we're on Tumblr, and we're on Facebook.
And we are hosted by iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with our hosting expenses and other costs. That is at patreon.com/iaconunderground.
And that's right. For the price of $1 slim dollar a month, you can get one Patreon episode per month with $1. And those episodes are crazy long.
The last few have been.
We talk a lot about whatever we feel like talking
Last
about.
episode was-
And by whatever we feel like talking about, I mean, Thor Ragnarok this month.
Yeah.
That's right. What will we be doing for our December episode? Well, Patreon contributors, please let us know.
Yeah, give us some thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
We are at your beck and call.
Can we put a poll up on Patreon? Is that a thing? I don't know.
I can look into that.
See if that's a thing.
I'm sure it is. All right. So until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David. Okie for Dokie.
All right.
We are on the air. And whatever I've done, it looks like my my squiggly lines are of a reasonable height this time.
My squiggly lines are definitely there.
Well, they were okay the last time. It was just.
I don't see anything.
It was okay for Ragnarok. It was just weird for.
Right. I'm not baning over everybody this time.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't so much the baning that was the problem, is that we were also picking up us talking, which was a pain.
Oh yeah, that's.
You did an excellent job of zipping it out.
Of fixing it.
Yeah. Well, I left some of it in the very end of the episode. Well, I left a long chunk of outtake of us rambling while Jen was ferret tending.
Aw, I had to tend to my baby. He's doing okay this week. He's been pretty decent. He's got an ear infection, but it seems to be getting better. Poor boy.
All right. Shall we start her up?
My poor son.
Okay.